Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into something really interesting, a new AI tool that's built to completely change how we get our news. But, and this is just as important, we're also going to break down the super clever communication playbook that was used to introduce it. So, it's a look at both the tech itself and the storytelling that makes people actually care. Let's get right into it.
I want you to think about that for a second. Is your news feed really working for you, or are you working for it? Every single day, we're scrolling through these feeds that are, let's be honest, designed to keep us scrolling. But are we actually in the driver's seat? Are we getting the whole story? Or are we just getting the little slice an algorithm thinks we want to see? This is the exact problem we're going to tackle today.
So, here's our game plan. First, we'll talk about why we need a new kind of news in the first place. Then, we'll go inside a tool called Sift AI and see what it can do with some powerful use cases. After that, we're going to switch gears and analyze the creator's playbook, how they talk about this tech. And finally, we'll wrap it all up with a big question about the future of information.
All right, let's kick things off with part one, setting the stage for why a change is so desperately needed.
You know, the reality of how we get our news right now is, well, we're often stuck in an echo chamber, right? We're flooded with these generic feeds. We get perspectives that are pretty much limited to our own country or our own language, and the whole thing is run by algorithms that are designed to keep us hooked, but not necessarily better informed. We're basically handed one single point of view when the world is just full of them.
So what's the alternative? Well, that brings us right to the tool at the heart of our source material today, Sift AI.
So what is Sift AI? According to our source, you should think of it as your own personal intelligence agent. It's built to read news from all over the world. We're talking every country, every language. And then it synthesizes all of that to give you a complete, multi-sided picture on any topic you care about.
And getting started is apparently incredibly simple. First, you create a channel for a topic you're into, say, cancer research. Then, you get to customize your sources and your content filters to really dial in your feed. And then, you just get a daily digest that summarizes all the key takeaways, all curated exactly how you wanted it.
But here are the core features that really make it different. The summaries can pull from up to 9 different sources for just one story, which gives you a way more balanced view. The most important part, though, you have full user control. There's no mystery algorithm deciding what you see. You combine that with access to news from anywhere, plus the fact that it's completely free, and you got a really powerful alternative on your hands.
Okay, so we know what it is. Now let's get into what it can actually do.
The source material we're looking at highlights 3 really specific, really powerful ways a tool like this can be used in the real world. So, number 1, just staying up to date with a genuinely balanced view of what's happening. Number 2, and this is huge for creators, is using it to generate unbiased content ideas by seeing a topic from every single angle. And third, it's a serious research tool for building incredibly well-informed newsletters or articles.
And this quote right here just illustrates that first point perfectly. The author of our source material talks about waking up to a huge crypto market crash. All the US news sources were pushing one story, one narrative. But because he used a tool that pulled in global perspectives, he saw almost immediately that it was actually a technical glitch, a totally different story. That right there is the power of a balanced view.
Now that crypto story is an amazing example of the tool's power. But you know, the punch of that example isn't just in what the tool did. It's in how the story was told. And that brings us to the second half of our explainer today, the creator's playbook.
Because let's face it, we are drowning in new AI tools. Just having a great product is no longer enough. You have to be able to communicate its value in a way that actually connects with people. And the scripts we're looking at today, they reveal this really deliberate strategy to go beyond just listing features and to start building that critical human connection.
So take this engagement question technique. Instead of just plowing ahead after a really dense section, the script actually pauses and asks the audience directly for their opinion. It breaks up the monologue, it acknowledges you, the viewer, and it turns passive watching into active participation. It's such a simple but brilliant way to pull people back in.
The difference is even more obvious when you look at the call to action, the CTA. A generic CTA is so passive, right? If you enjoyed this, check out this other thing. But look at the humanized version. It's empowering. It speaks directly to your potential, and it shifts the whole focus from what the creator needs to what your next step is.
So why does this work so well? Well, it's a really smart sequence. First, it empowers you, the viewer. It frames you as a builder with a blueprint. Then it makes it personal by asking you a direct question. It follows that up by teasing future value that's tied to what you said, and then it creates this sense of positive urgency. See, this isn't just a call to action, it's an invitation to actually join a community of builders.
Okay, so what happens when we put these two big ideas together, this powerful AI tool and this very human playbook?
And really, this is what it all boils down to. As AI tools like Sift make information basically a commodity, instantly available and perfectly customized, the what starts to matter less. The real value, the thing that will make someone stand out, is the human element. AI gives us the data, but human creators, they provide the context, the trust, and that all-important connection. They answer the question, why does this matter? The best content out there isn't going to choose one or the other. It's going to masterfully combine them both.
And that leaves us with one last big thought to chew on. As artificial intelligence gets better and better and better at curating all the facts for us, what becomes the single most important, most essential role left for the human storyteller to play? Thanks so much for joining this explainer.